all the ingredients we're going to use in the arroz con pollo today. Okay, so we have our chicken already washed and cleaned with vinegar and lime, cut up into small pieces. This is about a 3-pound chicken. I have 3 cups of rice. I have some peas and carrots, more peas than carrots, by the way. Okay, some onions, garlic, cilantro, little piece of thyme, some chili peppers, not very hot, some butter for the rice, tomatoes, and I'm using these 2 packets of Sazon, one with cilantro and one with Azafran, some tomato sauce, some chicken bouillon. I use the Maggi brand. You can use Knorr if you prefer. So that's for the rice. For the chicken, I'm gonna season my chicken with some all-purpose seasoning. I'm using both these brands here, and some black pepper. Okay, this is all for the rice. We're gonna put some cumino, some dried oregano, some recado for the chicken, and I'll show all this to you. Okay, let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to Belizeanvibez. Thank you for tuning in again to another video. Today I'm going to be making you some arroz con pollo, and like everything else, everyone has their own little ingredient and secret that they add to the arroz con pollo, and so this is the way I make it, and I hope you get to try it. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's get started. I showed you all my ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Okay, so let's season our chicken. As I mentioned, the chicken already washed with some vinegar and lime, so it's clean, and cut up into smaller pieces. You can see I cut the breast up in smaller pieces. For this, I'm gonna cook up everything, but I'm only gonna put some of this chicken in the rice. You could cook the bony pieces if you like the back and the neck and all that stuff. You can cook it on the side like a stew and then serve it later. Okay, so let's start. So to this, as I mentioned, I'm using 2 brands of all-purpose seasoning. Okay, so we're gonna use about 2 tablespoons of the all-purpose, the Goya, this one, and then I use about a tablespoon of this one. You just have different flavors for this dish. Okay, some black pepper and some achiote powder, which is equivalent to the recado. You don't have the powder, just use the recado. Okay, and that's it. See, so let's season our chicken. Okay, and as I mentioned before, you can season this in advance. Okay, and there you go. See, very easy. And let this marinate. Optional, if you want to add additional flavor, you can always add some of the Sazon Goya that I'm gonna put in the arroz con pollo with the rice. We can add a little bit right here. It's not gonna hurt it because it's going in the same pot. So let's put some of this one, con cilantro. It's still gonna go in the pot. Okay, so if you want to add some of that to your chicken, gives it a good color and flavor. All right, let's put some cumino. Okay, we'll leave a little bit for the rice. Okay, so again, all-purpose seasoning, black pepper, cumino, and sazon. That's it. Our chicken is seasoned. We're gonna set this aside, and we're gonna start prepping the oil for the arroz con pollo. Okay. Okay, guys. So we're gonna add some oil to the pot. Okay, and this will just a little bit of oil. I have some avocado oil I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna heat this up, and we're gonna put our chicken in and let it brown really nicely. Okay, so you get it up close. Look, and as I mentioned, I cut the chicken in small pieces. So, and we got some of the bony parts. Put everything in. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. I think we can put it all in there. How about that? Yes. See how lovely that is. Look. This is the whole chicken. Okay. And we're going to let this brown on both sides. I'm going to turn them over. Okay, so our chicken is browning nicely, look. So I'm going to turn each piece. Okay, this is what you want. And the achiote and the sazon helps to give the chicken this nice golden color, okay? So here you go, look how lovely. See that? See how lovely. Isn't that lovely? If you could only smell this. Oh my God, it smells so good with the cumino, the sazon, the Purpose Seasoning. It smells delicious. Okay, so as I mentioned to you, look, our chicken is coming along great. What I'm going to do is, usually you would cook everything in a pot like this. Okay, so that you season the pot for the arroz con pollo. I wasn't sure, I didn't want to do 2 batches to show you, but now that you get the idea, you could do it separately and then transfer. So I'm going to put some of the chicken that I'm going to use for the rice in here and then saute my onions. So let's do that. That way, this pot is going to have all the flavor. Okay, so let me show you. Look at this. So I have some browning here. These are the bones. And then the meaty part, I add in here to let it finish cooking. Okay? So there you go. Okay, so remember I told you I separate the chicken? I put, here you go. So this is what we're going to use for the arroz con pollo. See how nice and brown they are? See how lovely? Look, this is what we're going to use for the arroz con pollo. See how lovely? So I just want to cook a little more because it's going to finish cooking with the rice, okay? It's going to finish cooking with the rice. This one, all the bony parts, I left in the frying pan, and I'm going to add some seasoning to this, okay? Can you see how lovely? So for the people that like all the bones, like me and my mom and my sister, we're gonna eat this on the side with our arroz con pollo, okay? So I'm adding some onions, bell pepper, and thyme to this, just to let it saute a little bit, some flavor, all right? So it's like a stewed chicken, all right? We're gonna let this cook down, and then we're gonna continue with the chicken for the arroz con pollo. Be right back. Hi. So as you can see, we're gonna stew this one. Okay. I got the back and the neck, and I cut off the meat off the breast. So all that I put together here, and I'm gonna stew it down, and it's gonna be delicious. And so we'll just add it on the side when you're eating. So that's if you're making it for your family at home, okay? So I'm gonna cover that. Don't cover, hold on. Let's cover this. Let that stew down slowly. Alright. Now, for the real deal, for the arroz con pollo, our chicken is like ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add onions and all that good stuff to the pot, saute it, and we're gonna start preparing the rice for the arroz con pollo, okay? Okay, welcome back to Belizeanvibez. We're cooking arroz con pollo today. So our chicken looks good. I'm gonna take it out for a minute and saute the onions. And then we're gonna put this back to cook together with the rice, okay? So, look how lovely this is. Like I said, I'm using about a 3-pound chicken. Look how lovely. So I'm taking this out just for a little bit. Alrighty. I'll add a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. And we're gonna saute our onions. Okay. So this is about a cup of chopped onions. Gonna add our garlic that we had chopped garlic, and I'm just adding this for extra piece of cilantro and piece of thyme, okay? You don't have to, that's just something I like to add for additional flavor. So we have sauteing our onions, okay, garlic. Guys, this smells so good. And we're gonna add our seasoning. Remember, we put some cumino in the chicken when we season it. So you put another half teaspoon in the chicken, half teaspoon in the pot. Depending on how strong your cumino is, be careful. You don't want to overpower the flavor. So about a little more than half teaspoon dried oregano. Okay. So we have our cumino, oregano, onions, garlic. Guys, this smells lovely. Alright, let's add some butter to this because we're prepping for our rice, and I'll show you that. Okay, here we go. And we just let this saute. Okay, we're gonna add the chilies, just additional flavor. If you have jalapeno, you can add your jalapeno. I just use one of the mild chilies, nothing too strong. Alrighty. Remember, we have the hot water ready to go. Always keep hot water ready when you're gonna cook your rice. That way, your rice comes to temperature quickly, the rice pot, okay? And that's it. So let's get the rice going. I'm gonna rinse the rice with some water and add the rice to the pot. I'm gonna saute the rice with this and then the water, okay? Okay, so here we go. Our onions all sauteed and ready. So now I'm gonna add the rice to this and stir it up really good. And I rinse my rice, and this is how I rinse my rice, in a strainer, and then just toss it in there like that. Okay, see how lovely? Okay, and then I just stir and stir. So I stir the rice a little bit, and you'll see I'll add the sazon, the water, and the chicken, the additional seasoning. You taste it, and if it's good to go, that's it. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have the rice, okay, and you're gonna keep stirring your rice. So I did put the butter in, okay, put a little more than a tablespoon butter, and then we're gonna start seasoning the rice. So remember, we used some of the achiote, this one, con culantro, put that in there. So 1 pack of each, half in the chicken, half in the rice. This one is con Azafran. And you get this at any of the Latin market. It gives your food great flavor. And see the color? Look, see? And just keep stirring. Okay, lovely. Smells so, so good. Thank you all again for joining me on this journey. Cooking up some, sharing my recipes with you. And kindly be sure to like, comment, and share. Comment on the videos and let me know if you've tried the recipes of the Creole bread, Creole bun, powder bun, bread pudding, escabeche, meat pies. All this is on YouTube on Belizeanvibez Live, and I hope you get to try them. And drop a comment and let me know, okay? So, our rice looking lovely. Look at this color. Look. Let me give you a close-up. And so once you fry this for about, I would say 3 to 5 minutes, start adding your water and so on, and you're gonna taste. I forgot. So for arroz con pollo, we always add some olives, okay? So be sure to add a few olives to it if you like. Some people don't like it. I do. All right. So let me show this to you. Look how lovely. Can you see how lovely this is? See the color? So now we're gonna add, remember the water is hot. Let me heat it up real good. All right. We're gonna add in our Maggi chicken bouillon powder. About 2 tablespoons. There's no salt in this dish because all the seasonings, you know, have flavor, have some saltiness to it. So don't add salt, just like this, okay? Stir it up, stir it up. Oops, some tomatoes. Just about a little more than about half a cup, guys. Some tomatoes. Okay. See how lovely that is? This is 3 cups rice. I have 6 cups of water in the pot. We're gonna add all that. See how lovely this is? Isn't that lovely? Yeah. And once the water is in, you put your chicken on top. You'll be able to adjust the seasonings, okay? We're gonna add the tomato sauce and the peas and carrot in a few. So let's do this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hold on. Okay. Let's add the water. 3 cups of rice. So that's 6 cups of hot water. And see what happens when you add hot water? It comes to a boil right away. Alrighty. So I'm gonna let this boil and put the chicken on top and let it cook. Okay, so we have the water in, look at it. Okay, and it's, we're gonna cook this for about 20-25 minutes, okay? So let's add, this is a 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Let's add about half can of tomato sauce. And we're gonna add our peas and carrot. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let this come to a boil. And then we're gonna add the chicken on top, cover, and let it cook. So this is what it looks like. Okay, it's ready for me to add the chicken, the olives, and cover, lower, and this will cook to perfection. Okay. Okay, welcome back. So we're gonna add the chicken on top. Okay. Let's add the olives first. So I have about 7 olives with pimento. Add that to it. Add the chicken. Let's add the chicken on top. I've already tasted. Make sure it has enough flavor. You can always add more Maggi if you choose to. Could add just a little bit on top. Okay, and this is ready to go. Don't need nothing else. Let me show you a close-up. This is what it looks like. Okay. Remember we fried up the onions and so on with butter? So that's enough to get the rice going. Alright, we're going to lower this to a very low simmer. Okay. And we're going to cover. Ta-da. Okay guys, are you ready? Look at it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. So for this guys, I use basmati rice. That's my favorite rice to cook with. And look, oh my goodness. So see, so you have the big pieces of chicken, you have some meat. And look, so I'm gonna let this go a little bit more. Okay. I want to scratch up my pot, okay? So I'm taking my time. I'm supposed to use plastic for this, no metal, but you get the idea. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? So you got all the good seasoning and everything. It smells, oh my goodness, smells so good. So I'm going to stir this up a little more and let it cook for a few more minutes, and then we're done. Arroz con pollo with the neck and back and all that good stuff on the side. For the people with the bones, you could add this to the side, okay? You see that? And here you got all the, I put the breast meat, the wing, the leg, all that. Ta-da! Ta-da! There you go. So give this a few more minutes and then we're gonna plate it, okay? So guess what? You ready? You ready? Arroz con pollo. Finish. And guys, let me tell you. Ta-da! Let me bring it close up. You want to see close up? Hold on. There it is. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The rice nice and fluffy. Olives, onion, tomato, cumin, sazon. Guys, the flavors, if you could only smell it. It's all done. So you guys can try this for your family. So 1 pot chicken and rice, arroz con pollo. Very easy to do once you have your ingredients ready. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And then don't forget now, you could put some additional chicken parts. This are the bones from the whole chicken that I didn't want to put in here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So this is just one of these side thing, you know. We'll go with the arroz con pollo. For the folks that like them bone, the bony part, cook it down like a stewed chicken and serve it on the side with this. Okay? Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Look at it. Well, it's that time. Who wants some? Who wants some arroz con pollo? So all the seasoning, this is the stem from the thyme. Take it out. Okay, you have that. Have that. Lovely. And my rice come out good. Guys, this is basmati rice that I'm using, okay? So I'll take out a plate for you guys so you guys could see what it's like. Some more meat. It depends on what part of meat you like, okay? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look. And there you go. Arroz con pollo. Okay, now I cannot forget. For the people that like the neck and back and all that good stuff, we have it too, you know. Okay, we have that too. Okay, so there you go. Arroz con pollo with an extra side of chicken. guys, so as I mentioned before, thank you so much for supporting Belizeanvibez. Cheers. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for the continued support. Cheers to you, and thank you so much for tuning in to Belizeanvibez Live once more. And today I bring to you Arroz con Pollo. Let's see. Guys, it smells so good. Oh my god. It's good. If you follow exactly what I add, trust me. Some people put capers. I didn't have any. Well, I didn't even look, but you want to put capers in. My main thing is make sure you put some olives. Okay? So good. Guys, delicioso. Make sure you make some arroz con pollo. I use 1 whole chicken, like I said. I put the meaty part and cook it first, and then add the rice. The bony part, the back, the neck, you know, the backbone from the ribs. Stew that down separately. That's optional. That's just something I wanted to show you, that you can have that on the side. God, it's so good. Oh my goodness. The seasoning, everything is just right. 3 cups of rice with all the seasoning I gave you. Can't go wrong. 2 packs of Sazon, couple tablespoons of all-purpose seasoning, cumino. Gotta add that little cumino. Okay. Thanks again. Kindly like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, okay? And drop a comment on my YouTube channel if you've ever tried one of my recipes. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box as always. I'm gonna add some pictures to my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and some videos that I took while we're, you know, on this journey. Thanks again. Don't forget to check out the other videos on Belizeanvibez Live. I'm gonna put it at the bottom in the description. We have Creole bread, Creole bun, which is the same hot cross bun recipe, guys, you can use for your Creole bun, okay? Thank you so much. Thanks again. Cheers. This is good. Thank you all. Be safe. Take care. Continue to love each other. Okay, be kind. We're in June and half of the year almost gone. Cheers. Take good care, and I'm gonna go finish my food. Make sure you make some arroz con pollo. Thanks again for joining Belizeanvibez Live once again. Thank you.